It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their ninth-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Jaguars to take over for the first time behind Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback in season number 4.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 12 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And, partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Here now, 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Now a handoff to Bigsby. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now gone. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a 2nd route to throw it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw's a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Got a man, it's caught. inside the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. A try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Gibbs straight ahead. And down he'll go at the 25. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in. Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Brian Thomas managing to stay in bounds. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Here's 2nd and 3. Goff. St. Brown has it near the sideline. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and a couple. Another run for Gibbs here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
High throw, but the catch is made. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action, Lawrence on the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Jaden Reed, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Gardner Minshew has thrown a touchdown pass. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Etienne up the middle. Shifts past him at the 45. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Flush to his right. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. Open man is Duvernay. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Lawrence to throw. And Davis with it left side. So no gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Goff. Wright's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now it's Gibbs.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he stopped immediately there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Over the middle, it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Etienne once more.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Lions will take over. On first down, it's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun. Goff.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again is Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Another tote for Etienne.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
134 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jags add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams,
75 yards.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Jacksonville, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.